I might regret this, God, spirit. I might regret this because I want to say yes, but I know the best thing for me, and for the both of us, is to say no, is to reject that offer, because I don't want to go back to something that I already healed from. And that's the crazy part of healing, because once you start healing, your your mindset and everything, really the littlest things change within you, and you, after doing all this work, you don't want to go back. Sometimes you look at your age and the life that you want and stuff, and you be like, maybe what, it is a time for me to I should have take that. That's that voice that's saying, well, you're getting old, you need to settle down and stuff. And then if you listen to that, you're gonna settle. You're gonna go back and settle, go back on your word. But then if you stick to your plan, you keep your eyes on the prize, you keep your eyes on the light, you will see that the right person is gonna come along, and they're gonna be a perfect match. But to me, I just feel like that's not the one. That is probably for someone else. But now that I've healed and I'm healing, that's not the right person. For me, in the past it was. Sometimes that's part of healing. You have to learn how to say no to things, to people. You're gonna learn how to really choose yourself in situation where in the past you probably, when you still was codependent, or you still had abandonment issues, or when you was trauma bonding, I would have probably said yes to a lot of things, but now I see, no, it's really not worth it. If the person is going through a healing journey, or they're on a different path than before, yeah. But when it sometimes outside forces, low vibration energy, they know the exact person to bring towards you, just to get you caught up. It sounds beautiful, yeah, because that's what you always, I know that's what I always wanted. But at the same time, you got to look at it for what it is. That's the difficult part about healing. That's the dark side about healing, is a lot of things that you wanted in the past, that you thought that you wanted, will present itself but you got to look at it with new lens, with new eyes, with a new mindset, because it's easy for the low vibration energy to deceive you if you're not really looking at things with new eyes. They could repackage a gift for you, knowing damn well it's toxic, repackage a gift for you and send it towards you, but the energy is the same. It's why it's important to pay attention to the energy, not the physical. Yeah, someone can come towards you and say, oh yeah, I change, no matter how much you say you change. But if you don't pay attention to that energy, that person energy, you're gonna fall for the okie doke of I change. But if you pay attention to that, you will see that person never really changed at all. It was just repackaged. It's the same person, same energy, same spirit. It's just they changed body. They changed the game. They found a new way to convince you that they changed, but it's really not the energy. The person cannot change the energy, and that's what you have to really look at. It's the energy. The energy will give it away all the time. And then once you start paying attention to people's energy, you start to see you dodge a big bullet, and my thing was with me, when I kept asking myself, so if this person is the one, because you're going to have that voice that's saying, maybe you should accept the offer and this and that. But then you have another voice that's saying in your mind, if this person was the one, it would have worked out back then. Your real spiritual guide, your real ancestors and spirit guide will not confuse you. You understand what I'm saying? Will never confuse you, or trick you, whatever. That's the low vibration. They, even though, let's say you did fall, they change, they find a way to mimic an energy. one thing you have to understand, even when your energy, the person is embodying a different energy, it can't last for a long time. Everything is in cycle. If you give it time, the real them is going to come out, because they can't be in that energy, because that's not who they are. That's not who they are. So the real them is gonna come out. You just got to give it time if you're still confused. But for me, I pay attention to the energy, and I also pay attention to what is myself is saying.